How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Now it's time for us to continue our exploration of the King Crab Inn and see what we're going to find up in here. Who are you?
Greetings, traveller, and may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation?
What revelation do you mean exactly?
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has, as yet, been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye.
What do you mean by the one way?
Ah, for this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way.
Tell me more about this conduit.
She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess.
Tell me about yourself.
What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring. Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you.
You're a crazy motherfucker.
He says he's an immaculate.
This must be the crime scene, yeah?
After the death of the Source King.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval.
I've spoken to Aureus. Let me inside, please.
Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the Captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Oh, I shall. Let's have a look. Another Starstone. You've unlocked a new room at your homestead. And it looks like we healed up too. Nice. Letter from the Duke of Ferrell. Dearest Esme, your lips are as red as emeralds. Your hair is as black as birch. Your love is like cholesterol. And oh, my heart, it hurts. I want to hold you in my arms and stroke your little head. And all of this would be easier if Councillor Jake was dead. Yours forever, the D of F. Very nice.
Ferrell is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In
Brother.
his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
That's true.
And so we meet yet another adulterous harpy. No doubt she's guilty of sin.
A Wolverine would have a more forgiving
They're
fuse.
more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Guess we should talk to the D of F again.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
I found the love letter you wrote to Esmeralda.
Which one? I've written Esmeralda more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake.
That's not true.
Seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things.
Says it'd be easier if he were God.
Please do keep shouting.
Alright, what do we got up here? Where's this guy that we need to talk to? Who are you?
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace.
I take you're a travelling merchant.
That I am. I have spent more of my life on the road travelling alongside great caravans than I have in any given place in Rivellon. All of this earth is my home, for a few days or even but a few hours at a time, that is. You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even remotely special to me. All the better that it isn't. For you and for me. Because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares.
Let's discuss your wares.
Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
You really like your job, huh?
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten.
Scoundrel skills and witchcraft skills.
The torturer. All hail Grob.
Interesting.
All hail his hot
Vampiric
steel
touch.
instruments.
I'm not looking to buy anything right now. I haven't got enough money. Realistically? There's the guy. Allegander.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Tell me about yourself.
My name is Eglandir Twil Selanar, elf of the house of Gandavum, the slaughtered house of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still.
About the assistance you asked of me?
The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now, darkness, darling, hush, hush, and listen to my tale.
Dude, you're creeping me out, man.
The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no, not until every beast of Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazuldagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that would seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last.
So my target would be Victoria, a girl orc.
Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand. The heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Kazuldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes, by the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched, and now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature. One of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsuckler, give me my revenge!
No fucking way. It's not her fault she was born into that clan. She was a baby, you fucking nutcase.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
He's as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
Indeed. Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet she's on a, let's call him, eccentrics hit list.
So, no.
Here I wait for thee. Yes. Yes.
Okay, fuck off. Done with you already. Not interested. I probably should warn Victoria.
Go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all. End it all.
Fuck, he is just going crazy over there. Someone put that motherfucker out of his misery. He's lost his mind. Ooh, what do we got down here? Chest, it's locked. Of course it's locked. I should have known. Is that a key? I feel like that's a key. Alright, let's get the key. Anyone have a fire spell around here? Nobody has a fire spell. Really? Do we have a scroll? There we go, use that. No, stop.
I'm on the trail, Source Hunter.
Sorry, wrong button. Jesus. Can someone shoot this fucking arrow? You.
Blazing arrow!
There we go.
Oh, I must douse these flames!
You'll be fine, don't be a pansy. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Must admit, that went badly.
It's locked.
Prism over here. Didn't expect it to keep detonating like that. That wasn't cool. Well, now we know. Maybe we can open this now at least. Was it worth it? I don't think so. Oh, maybe it was. Who knows? What do we got here? Someone identify this for me. 62 armor rating. Very nice. And a dagger. Who uses... Anyone use daggers? What do you use? Literally nothing. Do you have any weapon skills? One in bow, one in tenebrium. I've already got a bow user, so you're not going to be using bows. Not on my watch. Probably not daggers either, though, to be fair. Might as well equip that. Alright, we need to heal now. We need to go find somewhere to heal up. Oh, what about this one? Iron bar. Very nice. What's this cap like? That girl there's missing a cap. Here you go, have a cap. You know you want to look as ridiculous as the rest of us. You're welcome. You're welcome to look ridiculous like us. Do you talk to the barkeep?
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Do you suspect anyone?
Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Tell me about the night of the murder.
That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Councillor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
Tell me about yourself.
The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the king crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone. No questions asked.
Beer and naps, my favourite things. How's business around here?
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch.
I need to find somewhere to sleep and get better.
Speak that way to her. Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets.
Potato eating peasant. Alright, what do we got?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
We still need to find somewhere we can get some fucking lockpicks.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Thank you, I guess. Looks to me like you got some maps, but they're expensive, man.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up. I'm straight, I'm true. Arrows by the dozens.
I'll just sell my shit.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Alright, where else we gotta go? I know we need to find this, what's it called? Mortician? Gotta find this mortician somewhere. No fucking idea where he lives. There's a house down here, maybe it's this one. We been in this one? Oh, this is... No? Oh, it's Thelron's place, okay. Alright, where are we?
Well, hello there.
Where does this mortician live then? Let's head out this way, looks like we haven't gone too far this way. Or maybe there's no too far we can go. Looks like it's all dead ends. which is a bit of a bugger, must admit. Captain Aureus. Maybe we need to go talk to him about the evidence we've picked up so far. It's the cook's house. I don't really know.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again.
Well, let's talk to Aureus, see what he says.
Oh, what now?
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Yes.
In
Discovered anything?
In regards to Jake's wife, Esmeralda.
Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it.
In regards to this book.
How to plan the perfect murder. Really? Really? She might as well wear a dress with the words, "I killed Jake and I liked it," but that alone wouldn't suffice to convince me. So convince me, Hunter, and keep looking.
It's because I'm a fucking asshole, but I kinda like him. On the subject of this letter.
Like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt. But that sob of a feral doesn't have the mettle to commit murder. And as far as I'm concerned, neither has she.
On the subject of Jake's corpse.
I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hire yourself to Roberts, the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him.
I don't know where the mortician lives. That's my problem. No, we can't go out that way. That's the cook's place. Alright, we'll keep looking. I felt like I've been to every place, but I guess not. He must be here near the fucking graveyard, surely. There's a building over there. Maybe that's it. That's out into the bad place where all the zombie dudes are, isn't it? Where the fuck does this mortician live then? Answer me that. Is it this one? Must be this one. I don't think we've been in here. I saw coffins. We found it. Good. And we need to find a place to heal up. After we talk to this guy.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Corpse Compendium. Let's read it. Oh, well that's not very interesting. Robert's Ledger. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn or Esmeralda have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold into the empty slab. One of them must have been involved. But as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me.
Looks like the mortician is rather... Sigurd's beard, what a find!
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Hello, Roberts.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Tell me about yourself.
This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Sicil itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless.
What can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
About Jake's body?
How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Why do you suspect Mayor Cecil?
Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. and he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
Why do you suspect Captain Aureus?
Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
Why do you suspect Evelyn?
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows.
No, she seems to genuinely want to help people.
It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Why do you suspect Esmeralda, as if I didn't know?
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
About the bag of gold you received for keeping quiet about Jake's body.
That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Surely Bertia, whose sheep you stole, deserves this money more than anyone. Hand over the gold so it can make its way to the rightful owner. 3v6. But I can't afford to do shit like that. Nice. We only have to win 2, and he has to win boatloads. Done.
You know, I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here, take the money and give it to her. Times are hard enough as they are.
Good point. I shall do that.
The death man is nervous as a squirrel, and
Said he's hiding something? Yeah, well, we know he's hiding something. Where's Bertia? She's over here somewhere, eh? We really need to rest up. And then I want to go into that cave that we found in the graveyard. Curious about that too. But I don't want to risk anything without having some full health. Especially since we're all like level 1 or 2 or something. Okay, 3. 3. We're level 3, but still. Bertia?
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd.
About your stolen sheep.
That louse! Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say about this.
I was gonna give you the money. You didn't want the money? You just want revenge?
The momentum of time is slipping through our hands, and you fritter it away on conversations about decomposing matter. Focus, source hunter, focus.
Wait.
see. Halibut?
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
No thanks.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens.
Alright, let's go check shit out.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's go break into some fucking places. Alright, where are we going first?
Staring at.
Captain Jack, what happened to your crew?
Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-liver turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked.
Tell me about yourself.
Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off,
and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off.
What do you sell? Nothing? Alright, we got a lot of breaking and entering to do now. That's going to be our job for the next episode, it looks, because we're out of time for this one. So we're going to wrap this one up here. Hopefully in the next one we can break into some places, maybe heal up, and check out a few more places and see what we can find. So then I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.